Welcome to my math tutorial. For this video, I will show you the steps in determining the measure of central tendency of a grouped data. Again, measure of central tendency are the mean, median, and mode. Example. Find the mean, median, and mode of the grouped data below. In the first column, we have the class scores which was grouped. We have 0 until 5, 6 to 11, 12 to 17, 18 to 23, and 24 to 29. For the second column, we have the frequency of each group. We have 8, 5, 12, 4, and 5 respectively. First, we need to compute the mean. The formula is given as the summation of the product of mid-class score divided by the summation of frequency. In order to use the formula, we need to complete the below. Since we need the mid-class score are represented as X, we need to add third column. Mid-class scores is the center of the class scores group. For example, we have 0 until 5. We need to add and divide it by 2. So, 0 plus 5 is 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. 6 plus 11 is 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. 12 plus 17 is 29 divided by 2 is 14.5. 18 plus 23 is 41 divided by 2 is 20.5. Lastly, 24 plus 29 is 53 divided by 2 is 26.5. Now that the third column is complete, we can already create a fourth column to complete the formula. The formula is gives as the product of frequency, F, and mid-class score, X. Thus, the first one is 8 times 2.5 is 20. 5 times 8.5 is 42.5. 12 times 14.5 is 174. 4 times 20.5 is 82 and 5 times 26.5 is 132.5. The table is complete for the mean. All we need to do is to add the product of frequency and mid-class scores or f of x. We have 20 plus 42.5 plus 174 plus 82 plus 132.5 is 451. Next, add the frequency. We have 8 plus 5 plus 12 plus 4 plus 5 is 34. Lastly, we substitute in the formula. The summation of the product of frequency add mid-class scores is 451 divided by the summation of frequency which is 34. So, 451 divided by 34 is 13.265. Round your answer to the nearest thousandths. Second one is the median. Median formula is given as lower class limit of the median class plus the quotient between the difference of frequency divided by 2 and cumulative frequency, above the median, and the frequency of the median class times the class interval. To apply the formula, we need to identify the given. But before that, we need another column which is the cumulative frequency or the CF. To fill in the cumulative frequency, we start with the first frequency which is 8. To fill in the second data in cumulative frequency, we need to add 8 and 5 which is 13. For the third one, we have 13 plus 12 which is 25. The fourth one, 25 plus 4 is 29. Lastly, 29 plus 5 is 34. Now that the table is complete, we are ready to identify the given. First we need to identify summation of frequency divided by 2. The summation of frequency is to add all the frequency. We have 8 plus 5 plus 12 plus 4 plus 5 is 34. So 34 divided by 2 is 17. The result will be the location of the median. Since the result is 17, it is an indication that the median of the group will be in the 17th. Using the cumulative frequency or in the fourth column, we need to locate the 17th data. The first one is 8. Obviously, the data contains only 8 data. Thus, 17th data will not be present. Second is 13, similar to the first one, 17th data will not appear. Third is 25, since it contains 25 data, 17th data will be present in that group. Therefore, highlight it until the class scores. It will be the basis for identifying the given for the formula. Since we already highlighted it, the lower class limit or the L in our data will be in the class scores. Since the highlighted class scores is in between 12 and 17, then the lower class is 12. Next is the cumulative frequency above of the median. Since the location of the median is in 25, we need to get the cumulative frequency above it, which is the above of 25 is 13. Next, the frequency of the median is 12. while the class interval is the distance of the groupings. For example, we have 0 to 5. If we count to 0 to 5, we have 6 data, or if you will use 24 to 29, if you will count it, you have 6 data. Therefore, the class interval or I is 6. Now that the given is complete, we are ready to use the formula. Substitute the corresponding value in the given formula. Simplify using the MDAS rule. We have 34 divided by 2 is 17. 17 minus 12 is 4. Then, 4 divided by 12 is 0.333. 0. 333 times 6 is 1.998 and 12 plus 1.998 is 13.998. Therefore, the median is 13.998. Lastly, we have the mode. The formula for the mode is given as the lower class limit of the mode plus the quotient between the difference of frequency of the modal class and above the frequency of the modal class, and the sum of the difference of frequency of the modal class and above the frequency of the modal class, and the difference of frequency of the modal class and below the frequency of the modal class, multiplied to the class interval. Using the formula given, we need to identify the given. But before anything else, we need to determine the frequency of the mode. Just look for the highest frequency and that will be the frequency of the mode. In our given, the highest mode is 12, highlighted because it will be the basis for the other given. Since we already identified and highlighted the frequency of the mode, we are ready to identify the lower class limit of the mode. The frequency of the mode is 12 and its corresponding group is between 12 and 17. 12 will be the lower class or the L. Next is frequency above the frequency of the mode. Above of 12 is 5. Next, frequency below the frequency of the mode. Under the 12 is 4. Lastly, the interval of the class. For example, we have 0 to 5. If we count to 0 to 5, we have 6 data, or if you will use 24 to 29, if you will count it, you have 6 data. Therefore, the class interval or I is 6. Since the data is complete, we are ready to substitute to the given formula. Simplify using the MDAS rule. So 12 minus 5 is 7. 12 minus 4 is 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. 7 divided by 15 is 0.467. 0.467 times 6 is 2.802. And 12 plus 2.802 is 14.802. Therefore, the mode is 14. 802.